Hey gang, so we were live on Grub Street for part 2. Apparently, my Wi-Fi still picks up. And what happened was, even though we separated from Wi-Fi, we lost the footage. And so now I'm doing a local record so that we can post it here later. What we did was we finished cleaning up all that garbage. We found really gooey, grubby garbage, right, Quinn?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was disgusting.
It was nasty.
It was disgusting. We found random O-rings, which as an adult I thought was a prophylactic. It was really good footage for like the grub stuff that we have to pick up off the street as good Samaritans. And what I also finalized that video with was, if you're an American citizen, if you love your neighborhood, what you need to do is you need to exercise your free rights. And part of your free rights is freedom of speech, which is what I'm doing right here, right now. Aside from my employer, aside from anything else, what we're doing is we are letting the world know what we are doing. And so what you should do is, if you have a grubby drug house in your neighborhood, you need to go out there, clean up the street, and film it. Post it on YouTube. They don't charge you for YouTube. You should be doing all of this stuff constantly, every day, and then get in these people's faces. Get in their faces, let them know that, like, we're cleaning up your trash. And you know what's funny? Honey, what did they do?
They start picking up.
They started picking up right around their drug house, because I started cleaning up the street, across the street afterwards, after I got everything. They filled, you can't see anymore. It was a 96-gallon Beekner Waste Services trash can. They filled it. It was goopy. It looked like baby diapers leaking out of there. There was maggots, everything that you could think of. I hope I'm not bringing bed bugs into my home. Luckily, the trash can does not come into my home. Just like we try not to let the grubs come into our home. We filled that trash can, and then we walked across the street, and we kept picking up little bits more. We called the police department, and we told them that you can find this over on West Sullivan Street, right across from Grub Street. And OPD, we found this on the 300 block of North 6th Street, called into dispatch. That's my handwriting because, yes, I grew up with New York State and different school districts today. So here's the issue. I grew up in Connecticut, so it's partially a Connecticut issue, which is also super liberal. And here's the problem, is that my handwriting is super atrocious. Penmanship is not anything that anybody cares about anymore. I should care about it, and that is a fault of mine, but I'm human and I'm not perfect. But so yes, that is not one of my children. That is my atrocious handwriting. Anyways, OPD, we found this on the 300 block of 6th Street. We called into dispatch, which is what we did. And then I'm sending a notice to the Grubs. Grubs, this cart belongs to a store. OPD is coming for it. You are on camera. By the way, look up, and then over there, smile. You're on camera. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We are filming in front of our home because we want you to know, as a Grub. I'm not talking to my normal audience out there. I'm talking to the Grubs. You are on camera 24 hours a day. FOFA. And so with that said, we'll be doing more of these live from Grub Streets, or at least recordings from Grub Streets. So, but we did have good results, honey, didn't we? They went and cleaned up all of it. A couple of them started walking down the street, and they were going that way, and we assumed they were going to litter, and my wife decides to yell at them and say, hey, listen, there's a trash can over here. You can put your garbage in our trash can, because that's where trash belongs. Not in ours specifically every single time, but today we're giving you a buy, and you can put trash in our trash can because we just cleaned up our neighborhood from your garbage. And with that said, guys, we'll see you next time on Life22. This was our 3rd episode today. Jesus, 3 episodes. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and you have a few more days left of Job Lie, which is where we go out and tell people to get a job. And guess what? We already have jobs. We have lots of jobs, and we are taking on even more jobs, like cleaning up our neighborhood, and then trying to promote Grubs to clean up their neighborhood, clean up our neighborhood. If they're the ones pooping in it, they need to be doing it.